Hi everyone. Hi. So today we'll be talking about the difference of habitual stealing and regular stealing, habitual lying and regular lying, and how we could solve the habitual stealing and habitual lying. Okay. So what is the difference between regular stealing and habitual stealing? Habitual stealing kind of not the healthy one. Or both of them are not healthy, but habitual stealing, the one that requires more effort, that is that has more problems than the other one. So regular stealing, it just happens once or twice, maybe in a month, or maximum 3 times or 4 times per month. It's not repetitive, and whenever the person will be using a regular stealing, they know the reason behind it. Okay, so the reason could be curiosity, the peer pressure, and emotional reaction to have the action of stealing. The regular stealing also just for short term is not being forever. It's not taking that long. Reason behind it often is linked with I just need to fulfill a need. I'm just stealing because I'm missing something I want to steal, or I'm stealing something because my parents or the people around me they're not giving it to me. That's it. As example, a child takes a candy bar from a store once without paying because they saw it and they wanted. So it just happened once. And they know the reason. They know the reason because I want this candy. And I don't have money, that's why I steal it. This is the opposite of the habitual stealing. They don't know the reasons. And it happens, could be happen daily, could happen more than 3 times per week. So it's repetitive behavior. And they're stealing without knowing the reason. It became a habit for them. So I just saw the bag of my mom, so I just decided to steal something. I don't know why I'm stealing, or I don't know why I just decided to open the bag and take something from it. And it happens over long period of time. This is the opposite of the regular stealing because it just happened once and that's it. Whenever someone has the problem of stealing, they don't need that. They don't need it. They don't need something. They just have the urgency to steal. They don't have a specific reason behind it. They don't need something. They have everything. Let's say they have hundreds of pens, but they decided just to steal this pen. They don't know why they are stealing this pen, but they just choose to steal it. They also steal from the people that they are missing their attention. So they will not choose to steal from someone that is giving them the attention they need or they are giving them the love that they need. Sorry guys, I'm sick, so be patient with me. uh, so let's say that they're missing the attention or the love from their mom and dad, so they will choose to steal more from them. So they get the attention and they get the love and support from them. So whenever I'll be stealing from my mom and my dad, they will spend more time with me to know why I did steal. So I'm choosing this action just to get the reaction and to fulfill my needs, to fulfill my psychological needs of love, being accepted and being appreciated. So they will not steal from people that they don't know or they don't care about. They just steal from people they do care about. Habitual stealing may stem from deeper emotional, psychological, or social issues like low self-esteem, a desire of attention, or coping mechanism of stress. Whenever they're finding a stressful situation, they will just steal because they were happy of the outcome the first time they did it. So okay, so it will be a coping skill for me. Every time I'm feeling stressed, I'll just steal because I didn't find someone to help me whenever I'm stressed. So I'll just fulfill my needs with stealing or lying. This is the opposite of regular stealing, because regular stealing, I just need this thing and that's it. But so regular stealing is not fulfilling these psychological needs as much as the habitual stealing. Example, a child repeatedly takes small items like pens or snacks from others at school, even when they have their own and they don't need them. So basically, in this case, my friends at the school, they are not giving me the attention that I want. So I'll just start to steal from them so I can get the attention I want from them. Or I could feel seen by them. Okay, so now after we understand what is the difference between a regular stealing and habitual stealing, now we'll go deeper in the meaning of habitual stealing. Habitual stealing refers to the repeated, ongoing act of taking something that doesn't belong to you, often without an immediate need or desire for the stolen item. This behavior becomes a pattern rather than an isolated incident. I'm doing it without knowing the reason. I'm just doing it. Because at the beginning it fulfilled my needs, so it became a habit for me. Even sometimes I cannot know that I'm stealing. It became a habit. Okay, I found the bag is open, so I just decided to steal something from it. Um, also, as I said, it's happening because I don't need. I'm just doing it. It doesn't mean I'm stealing because I need something. I'm doing it because I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm not stealing because I need this pen, or I'm not stealing because I need the money from my mom. I'm just doing it because I'm fulfilling my psychological needs. Okay, why it happens? Curiosity or testing the other people's boundaries. The people that they're not here for me. I want them to be here for me. So I'm just doing it so I can get the attention, love, care, and acceptance of my mom and my dad, or of my friends. Or I'm just doing it so I can be seen by others. Or I can feel that someone is loving me or appreciating me. Even though I'm getting this attention in a negative way, but I'm still fulfilling my needs, my psychological needs. And for adolescents, it's because of peer pressure. So peer pressure is something huge for adolescents because they don't like to be left alone, or they don't like to be by themselves. So I will do whatever to do just to be with them. So let's say that I'll be getting their attention by stealing. Okay, let's do it because I'm happy with being with them. But if I'm not stealing, I'll not be with them. And also, this habit, it started from me when I was younger because my mom and my dad, they didn't give me the attention that I wanted, or they didn't give me the love that I wanted. So I was fulfilled these needs by stealing. So everyone will be leaving me behind or will not loving me or supporting me, then I'll do this act so I could feel loved and cared by them. So now after we finish understanding the habitual stealing, now let's go to know what is the difference between a regular lying and a habitual lying. Regular lying is happening just to save myself from a consequence that I don't want to face. Basically, lying is just I'm lying because I don't want my mom to be mad at me. I'm lying, but I know the reason for it. Habitual lying, I'm lying, but I don't know actually that I'm lying. The regular lying, it just happened once or twice, maximum in 2 weeks. But the habitual lying, it's happening daily, and I'm not even noticed that I'm lying. I'm not even noticed that I'm not saying the truth. The regular lying just happened over a short time, but the habitual lying, it became a habit for me daily. I could not live my life without the habitual lying because it became something inside me. It became something normal inside my speech or inside the communication that I'm doing with others. Example, A child lies about not finishing their homework to avoid getting in trouble from with the parents and or the teacher. So they know I'm lying so I could feel better and to not feel the or to not face the consequences of not finishing my homework. That's it. So this is a regular lying. I'm lying to save myself from the consequences. That's it. Okay, the habitual lying. It happens even when I know that saying the truth it's better for me than lying. Lying becomes a pattern even when the truth wouldn't result in a negative consequences. It's not limited to avoiding punishment, and the child lies even for no reason, real reason. They don't know that they're lying, and they don't know that if they will say the truth, it's better for them than lying. They became in a mindset that they cannot differentiate between what I'm saying is truth or what I'm saying is lie. So their mind has been driven. This is just a regular speech for you. So they cannot differentiate. So they cannot differentiate. This is as a lie. They're thinking it's a normal speech or it's a normal consequences of what I'm saying. It happens automatically and with consistency. And my mind is not conscious to what is happening. I'm not realizing what I'm doing. My brain is not realizing that actually I'm lying. So my so myself start to accept this is normal for me. My mind start to accept this is normal for me to lie or to steal, because my mind cannot differentiate. It's kind of in my own ways. I had the control to control my mind to accept this is as a normal speech or this is normal as truth. Or for stealing, it's normal to have this thing from this person. Okay, also, it happened at the beginning because no one teach me how to be accountable. No one teach me how to think, how to be more responsible. So because no one was there for me, then I decided to teach myself how to cope with the issue, and it gave me the outcome that I wanted, so it became a habit for me. Also, it became out for me because I'm fulfilled the negative self-esteem that has been driven to me from young age. Also, it fulfilled my psychological need, like seeking attention, being loved, and being cared for. Example, a child repeatedly makes up stories even about things that aren't significant or lies to make themselves look better or avoid discomfort without a clear or necessary reason. So they're just lying because they're happy with what they have. They're happy with being in this situation. Okay, now let's go deeper to explain more what is the reason and the characteristics of habitual lying. Habitual lying is when a child or adolescent frequently lies, even when it's not necessary, and becomes a consistent pattern. The lies may range from small, inconsistent fabrication to larger, more significant falsehoods. So basically, it became a habit for me. I'm just fulfilling my needs that have been missing for so long. Because the mom and dad were not there when I was so young, and when I wanted to feel safe or when my needs were not fulfilled, so I did fulfill by myself, kind of. Lies are told when even the truth would help me better. Or even if I'm not in trouble, I'll just choose to lie because I cannot differentiate that I'm lying. Sometimes I choose to be lying so I could be in a better place. Then because when I did lie, it saved my life, so I'll just choose to do the same pattern because I'm saving my life by this incident. Or just, as I said, to not face the challenges or to face the responsible thinking that I want to have, so I'll just put myself in this boundary of lying. It became a second nature for me. It, I cannot differentiate myself without using habitual lying or habitual stealing. So this has became an important component of myself. So if I don't have the habitual stealing or lying, I cannot survive, basically. Why it happens? Fear of punishment or disappointing others, also fear of commitment, a way to manipulate the situation to be in my advantage. I'm just manipulating the situation so I could be happy with it. Because no one were there for me whenever I want to feel safe. So I will do whatever I can to make myself feel safe. Also, it became a coping mechanism to deal with the negative emotions that I have been running from. Because no one were there for me to help me to face these negative emotions. So I would just be lying. It's kind of have a band-aid on an open wound. So I'm just putting the band-aid on this open wound because I don't wanna to go to the doctor to heal it. So just lie. No, I cannot see any wound in my skin. Okay, let's survive with it. So this is basically because underneath this wound there is depression, anxiety, um, identity confusion, not being loved, not being appreciated. So the habitual stealing and habitual lying have been helping me to just be happy with the band-aid that I have on for so long. Okay, in general, why children steal or lie? So there is two reasons: developmental reason and emotional psychological factors. Young children often lie to steal due to the curiosity or to avoid punishment. Adolescents might engage in these behaviors as a result of peer pressure. Peer pressure is a huge component for teenagers. It's a huge pain inside them. So to to not feel neglected or to not feel left alone, so I'll just choose to have the habitual stealing or habitual lying. Or also seeking attention. Basically, the reason behind habitual stealing and habitual lying, just to seek attention, just to feel loved, cared, and appreciated, mainly. Because no one were there for me. So I will give myself the attention that I want in my own ways and the love that I want in my own ways. And it's developmental because no one solved this problem when I was younger, so it grew with me. So it started from just being a small incident to become a daily incident for me. It became very daily since day one because no one told me what I was doing is wrong. No one were there for me from day one, so it became a regular habit for me. It could be from day one, I would just be saying a small lie or I'll just steal chocolate from a store, but whenever I'll grow, it could have more consequences. I'm working with, I did work with juveniles, and right now I'm working with drug dealers and like another bad stuff you know, the guys like to hear about. So it started because no one were there for them from young age. So it has a strong impact on them. They will be under probation for years. Due to this small incident that they did in their teenager years, it could stay on the records for at least 10 years, at least 10 years. And the more probation years they will have, the more kind of limitation they will have to work, to complete their schools, or even to have a clear mindset. Because they will, due to the incident that they did in the past, it will have a strong impact even on them emotionally. They will be dealing with a very bad guilt because of the small incidents that happened whenever they were younger. These incidents happened because of the missing of mom and dad, or even for a caregiver. So whenever they're young age, they're stealing, they are not thinking of what the consequences I'll be dealing with whenever I grow. They're just doing it so I could fulfill my needs. So if no one is there for them from young age and explain to them and being there for them, they will face these consequences later on. And for sure, they're choosing to lie and to steal because they have low self esteem, confusion, they don't know who they are, and no one is being there for them. So they will just choose whatever they can do to just fulfill their needs. I keep repeating myself because this is the main thing. They have missing psychological needs. They have they have been struggling with being loved and supported. So no matter how much they will be working, they will always have this missing pieces inside them. So if this missing pieces is not filled in the right way, they will keep stealing, they will keep lying. So impact of the habitual stealing and lying on the child, on the family. On the child, damaged trust with family members and others. No one gonna trust them, right? Because they have been lying or they have been stealing. No one gonna trust them. Even if they're saying the truth, no one gonna believe them. And for sure, they will have social consequences, including forming friendships, forming any kind of relationship, because the trust has been broken. The trust has been broken because no one were there for them. And they will be struggling with very long term emotional and psychological issues. Let's say that they got healed. Not got healed. That they know what they were doing, it was wrong. So they decided to stop, but they will still have this kind of guilt based on what they did in the past. Because they will feel so bad of stealing or so bad for lying and not saying the truth. So they will always be suffering from these guilt and shame. And believe me, guys, as a counselor perspective, the hardest to deal with the people that are suffering from guilt or shame. Because it requires more effort, it requires a lot of years for them to be healed. So, in my own hand, as mom and dad, or as even a caregiver, I can give them this. I can give them their needs so I can save them from any consequences later that they can face in their life. And for sure, in the family, they will not have a good communication. And any kind of trust, it will be broken in this family. As a mom or dad, I'll be feeling so bad whenever my children are facing problems like that. I'll be questioning myself, am I even a good mom? Am I even good, or even a servant? Am I even a good servant? Why I'm not able to help this person? Or I supposed to not be here because I wasn't able to give my child the need that they want. And it will not be that easy to believe that even the other child that I have is not facing this problem. That means I have been good mom for them. I will not believe that because I was not able to be good mom from one. That means I'm not able to be good mom for the other person. So the mom and dad will be even having more struggles based on what their children are doing. How we could help as parents slash servants or caregivers, how we could help. Build open communication. Tell them, I'm here for you no matter what. I'm here for you even when you choose to lie or steal. But I'm here to help you that to know the reasons behind it and how I could fulfill your needs. No matter what you are doing, I'll be always here for you. I will always love you and accept you, no matter what. So I'm sorry as a mom that I didn't understand that your needs were not met. So right now I'll be working on myself to help you to fulfill your needs. I'm sorry for not being the good mom that you wanted. And to help them understand, each action has their own reaction. To know that they are not living by themselves. I need to respect the other people boundaries. And also, I need to accept that the authorities that I have. And also help them to express themselves, to understand why they did this, to understand why you choose to lie, why did you choose to steal, and how I could help you. Set a clear expectations. You need to be honest with me so I could be honest with you. And if you need anything, don't steal. Just let me know and so I can fulfill your needs. If I'm not doing if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing to fulfill your needs, just come to tell me. Being clear with them, being honest with them. Give them the safe space where they can come and talk with me. And also, it's very important to know the rules and expectations from the public stuff that you are using. No, okay, you are stealing. That means these are the the consequences that that you will be facing. You could end up going to the jail, or you could end up that you will have these on your records for many years. I need to be honest with them and clear with them so they could understand their consequences, their actions. And also, I need to help them and praise them after single each thing they do, because I need to keep them motivating in what they're doing. Reward system in behaviorism, which is a main theory in counseling, rewarding system has been helping 99.9 of the children to be better. If I choose to reward my child by doing small things, they will keep motivating to do bigger stuff. And as a mom and dad, if I'm lying, they will lie. If I'm stealing, they will steal. I need to be good role model for them. Because if, let's say that I'm telling them to not lie, but I'm lying, they will not listen to me. They will just be looking at my actions. If I'm telling them to not steal, but I'm stealing, they'll be looking to my action. Let's say that in the store, my own child just grab a candy, they open it, and then I took the paper open and just trash it. I didn't even pay for it. They will just learn, okay, it's normal to steal. They will not consider stealing because I didn't tell them that this is stealing. Or as example, okay, I'm scared to talk with my husband, so I decided to lie. They will be learning, okay, my mom decided to lie, that means it's a normal thing. So I have the action, I have the authority to teach my children what I want to teach them. So if I'm not teaching them the honesty, I cannot blame them to not being honest with me. If I'm not teaching them that stealing and lying is not good, I cannot blame them because I am the reason of their actions. And for sure, if you cannot help, you could seek mental health professional, counselors like me, psychologists, psychiatrists, and believe me, guys, every day we deal with different people with different problems. So we have the experiences to tell you what to do. Don't feel ashamed to come to ask for help. We're always here for you to help. There is a website called Psychology Today, where you can customize your psychological needs, and based on these psychological needs, you will find the perfect counselor for you. Let's say that I want a counselor that speaks Arabic. On Psychology Today, I can put my preferences: Arabic speaker from age blah blah blah. I could say, okay, I want my counselor to work with is this age, or I want my counselor to just have the expertise with stealing behaviors. You can customize your own needs. So use counselors to help you, mental health professionals to help you. Don't feel ashamed or guilt to say that I need help. Because if you're ashamed to ask for help, your children will be ashamed to ask for help. Okay, teach them to be more accountable. Teach them that based on the action that I did, are the reaction that I mean the consequences that I'll be facing or dealing with. Help them to not run away from saying the truth or to run away from not being responsible because they're lying or stealing because they don't want to feel the pain or struggles in their life. They don't want to be responsible. They don't want to be responsible to just remove the band-aid and ask for help to get this wound be healed. Also help them to know that my actions is not just having consequences or outcome on me. My actions have consequences and outcomes on others. Help them to find a solution. Help them to feel safe and to be loved and accepted. Help them to start to think how I could solve my action. As example, I did steal a pen from my friend. How I could give this pen back. And while you're giving them the help, don't critique them. Yes, give them the punishment based on their action, but even though you're facing the consequences, I'm still loving you and I do care about you. Helping them to do more better choices in the future, to not just use the easy skip buttons, to not just because this could even happen or it could be driven for them in many different ways because they have been dealing with just choose the skip buttons in a traffic way. They will always choose to just use the next exit and to not be in the traffic or to not face the problem. Just I would choose my own sneaky ways because they have been happy with their own sneaky ways because they never learned that I need to go the hard way. I need to face my own struggles. Okay, for sure, there's a lot of books, articles that could help you and help your children, counseling services. And online, you could find a lot of workshops that could help you in all the mental disorders. There is a lot of group counseling for all the different topics that you could imagine. It's fine to say that I do have problem. It's fine to say that I am the one who was in charge of teaching my son how to steal or how to lie. Okay, finally, just terms to remember. What is the difference between regular stealing and habitual stealing, regular lying and habitual lying? The consistency and the urgency and the needs. So regular lying and stealing, I know my reasons. Habitual, I don't know my reasons. regular the regular ones, it just happens once or twice, maximum a whole month. The habitual happens daily. Okay? And the reasons behind it, for the regular ones, I know my reasons. For the habitual, I don't know my reasons. The healing process or the counseling process or the treatment process for the regular ones are much shorter than the habitual ones. I need to have more patience to whenever I will go to ask for help when I'm facing habitual ones, but whenever I'm facing just a regular one, I don't need that much effort. I need also to know the reasons behind my first time I choose to steal and the reasons behind my first time I choose to lie. So I could face these problems from young age. as a mom and dad, in my own hand, in my own authority, I have the option to help my son or my daughter to feel better or to feel worse. I have the option to help them to have habitual stealing or lying, or just to fulfill their own needs. I'm not blaming any kid that is suffering from habitual stealing or lying. The problem is their mom and dads or caregivers. Because they choose to shape their own mindset based on their needs that have not been fulfilled by their mom and dads or caregivers. Questions? Yes. I need to fulfill their needs first. If their needs are not fulfilled, it will always be like that. So I want to help them to know their own needs, then I can help them. Am I make sense for you? Yes. I cannot hear you. Hmm?
What do you recommend for a kid who's been taking like the easy way all their life? Because if you're teaching a kid who's been taking the easy way like their entire life, it's gonna be harder for them to take in what you're teaching.
I need to teach them how to be more responsible and to tell them, okay, every action has their own reactions. And to tell them, to help them to think about the outcomes that are going to happen later because they don't know the outcomes that are going to happen later. So I need to be their teacher to help them to think of the outcomes that they're going to face, not just now, in years. So I need to teach them how to be responsible and how to think of their consequences. because because kind of they are choosing the easy ways because they cannot think of their outcomes. They they will just be thinking, okay, right now I'll just choose the easy way because I'll be happy with what I'll be facing. They will they will be just happy with that temporary reaction. I need to make them think of the permanent consequences, the permanent outcome that they're gonna face later on. Did I answer your
Yeah,
question?
that makes sense.
Yes.
هو بيسرق أو بيكذب، إمتى أحدد إن دي مشكلة يعني، إن هو صغير يعني؟ هل هو صغير بيبقى لسه مش عارف، فالسن إيه المحدد اللي أحس إن هو في مشكلة وأنا لازم أتدخل يعني؟
من أول 5 سنين. من أول 5 سنين عشان هم صغيرين. قبل ال5 سنين بيبقى بالنسبة لهم بيحكوا عشان بيحبوا هم إن هم يألفوا، بيحبوا القصص الخيالية. هو بالنسبة لهم كده أنا بتشكل، كده أنا بعرف أفهم الدنيا. أنا بحكي على الكذب. السرقة لما بتحصل قبل كده هم مش بيبقوا بيعملوها كفان يعني عادي. لو أنا يعني هم مش فاهمين أنا جعان فأنا لقيت ساندوتش فهاخده. هم مش بيبقى فاهمين كده، بس بقى بتبقى بتوضح بعد سن ال5 سنين. Yes. Questions, yes.
Is it okay by the 5 years old to start explaining what stealing is and what lying is, or just leave them be
No,
innocent?
no, I need to explain to them. I need to explain to them starting from the age that they could have a good understanding. I cannot go younger than that because their mindset is not helping them to understand. They will start to able to understand starting from 5 years. Because if I'm not saying to them this is wrong, how they could know that these actions could not be doing, or these actions could not be happen if I'm not telling them what is wrong, what is right. Questions? Yes. مش قوي، علشان هو لسه ما يعني هو اتعلم يدي. طب هو ما اتعلمش الوجع بتاع ان هو ياخد، يعني ما اتعلمش ان انا المفروض ما اخدش. هو اتعلم بس المفروض ادي. فاهمه قصدي؟ يعني انا لو ما علمتوش الكونسيكونسز بتاعت الاكشن بتاعه، هو مش هيعرف ان هو بيعمل حاجه غلط. فانا محتاجه اقول له انه لا، انت ما ينفعش تاخد عشان كذا كذا كذا. طب تعالى نجرب مثلا ان احنا ندي. لكن لو قلت له ادي على طول هو مش هيفهم اللي هو كان بيعمله غلط. فاهمه قصدي؟ Yes. I didn't hear anything. Sorry. Oh. They don't have a temper? This what you meant?
Like they get annoyed very easily, so they are accustomed to fighting all the time. And how would you deal with it?
To be friend with them. To help them to understand, okay, right now you're hurting my feelings. So I don't want to be hurt. So what you could tell me or how you could help me so we could so we could solve this problem. Also, tell them the opposite. If I don't have a good temper with them, what you gonna how you'd be feeling? Are you gonna be happy? So just make them believe that if you will not accept this on yourself, you'll not accept this on others. Or if you will not be happy with that, you cannot be happy with others about it. Just make them to be more accountable of their actions, kind of. If you will do this, this is the consequences. Okay, so right now we will have a plan. If you will have a bad reaction or you will just choose to fight me, okay, these are the consequences. And you need to accept these consequences, because if on my behalf, if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'll be facing my own consequences as well.
What if
Also
it's
depend on the age.
what if it's toward other people his like their age? It's not toward me. Is it the same?
I don't understand the question.
It's
Can you
like
repeat it in a different way, please?
they don't get annoyed at me. It's more so others his age or their age.
Ah. To know, is it based on jealousy? Is it based on getting attention? Or is it based on,
I don't know.
you don't know? Okay. Attention seeking, because they want to be seen by you guys, so, or by others. So in this way, they're thinking that someone could listen to me, someone can do care about me. So because their needs were not fulfilled. So I need to give them their needs in different way that will not hurt them, kind of. Not like fighting with others. Okay, so we are fighting with them. Why? What are the basics reasons underneath it? So I need to go deeper to understand the needs or the reasons behind the fighting action. Am I make sense for you guys? So I need to go deeper. I need to have more patience, actually. Because the younger I'll be dealing with, the more patience it requires from me. Did I answer your question? لازم تقولي له بس ايه التون اللي انت بتقولي بيه. هو judgmental ولا انا I do care about you because if لو انا بقولها له بالطريقه اللي هو يحس ان هو مقبول ومحبوب هيقول لي اوكي انا عملت كده. بس لو انت لا انا شفتك عملت كده وما كانش ينفع تعمل كده كده يقول لي ما عملتش حاجه. فانا اللي في ايدي الرياكشن بتاعه يبقى عامل ازاي. ولازم اقول له عشان يعرف ان هو عمله ده غلط عشان ياخد المسؤوليه في يعني to be more accountable في اللي هو بيعمله يعني. Any more questions? Thank you.
We are so thankful for Marina. It was a tough day, I know. Long talks, Arabic and English and everything, but we are so thankful. May God bless you. Any questions? You're done with the questions and answers and everything? Okay. So let us pray and we can just go.